This video is brought to you by Haven House Recovery Center. Polysubstance abuse, signs, symptoms, and help. If you or anybody you know is suffering from addiction from multiple substances, you may have heard about polysubstance abuse. But what is polysubstance abuse, exactly? Polysubstance abuse is a condition where a person uses more than one drug at the same time. Some people intentionally use two or more drugs in the hopes of experiencing the positive effects of each drug. Doing this can be very dangerous because it can lead to dependence and worse, addiction. People who suffer from polysubstance abuse need extensive care because they are most at risk of developing psychiatric health conditions. If you know someone who is battling addiction to one or more substances, reach out to treatment programs that will help you. In order to protect yourself and your family from this type of abuse, you have to know all the signs and symptoms of polysubstance abuse. Here is everything you need to know and look out for about polysubstance abuse. What is polysubstance abuse? A person who has been using more than one drug at a time is suffering from this type of substance abuse. The reasons why people do this include 1. To overcome depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders as a way of self-medication. 2. To counteract the effects of the drug that is already in their system. 3. To achieve a feeling of high. When the symptoms of polysubstance abuse become evident to the patient, that is when it becomes very dangerous. That is when the person will really need some help to work and recover from their addiction. Signs and symptoms of polysubstance abuse. The type of drug that causes the addiction and abuse to the patient's system plays a huge role in whether the signs and symptoms will be noticeable or not. Some of the symptoms may go unnoticed as the patient goes on with their daily lives like normal. This is what we call high-functioning addiction. Some of the warning signs begin to show as time goes by. These symptoms include 1. Massive change in behavior such as hiding the drugs or shrugging it off. 2. Being agitated and panicked all the time. 3. Always wanting to drink alcohol to use along with medications. 4. Changes in appearance such as excessive weight loss and redness of eyes. When you start noticing these signs on your loved ones, it means they are reaching a level of tolerance and their addiction may worsen. Dependence on the substance is strong at this level and withdrawal symptoms will eventually show. Polysubstance abuse treatment. If you or somebody you know is going through the signs of polysubstance abuse, it is very important to take action and seek help right away. It is important for them to undergo specific treatments to help them overcome and work through their addiction and withdrawal symptoms. There are a lot of centers that provide professional help to people who are suffering from polysubstance abuse. The treatments that are guaranteed to help any patient recover include 1. Medical detox services. 2. Drug rehab for men and women. 3. Inpatient drug treatment. 4. Intensive treatment for outpatients. After the said treatments, it will be easier to work through the addiction and figure out why it started in the first place. Acting as soon as the symptoms appear is the most important thing to do because the risk of other medical complications and overdose are high. Sooner or later, you will find your loved one finally managing to overcome the addiction and abuse, and go back to their normal lives. Seek treatment and professional help at Haven House Recovery Center. Polysubstance abuse is very dangerous and can cause serious medical and mental health issues to surface. Now that you know the signs and symptoms of polysubstance abuse, you should be able to recognize these signs right away. Be mindful when you notice that a loved one is changing their ways or are showing signs that may indicate they are suffering from polysubstance abuse, and seek professional help right away. Although you may not know what to do to help your loved one recover from polysubstance abuse, the best thing you can do is seek treatment for them. Haven House, a recovery center near Nashville, knows exactly how to help any patient and will provide immediate action and treatment. They offer specific treatments for various types of addiction, such as alcohol, cocaine, and heroin addiction. They also offer treatment for trauma and traumatic brain injury. Haven House Recovery Center aims to help all their patients, and their main goal is for everyone to come out better than when they started the treatment. Learn about the help we can offer and find out more about our guidelines today.